to my channel. So this week's video is going to be just a little different. So I'm going to actually talk to you guys about a product that I tried out for Piggy that I do not recommend anybody get. So as you guys know, if you've seen some of my videos, if you haven't seen it, you won't, but I'll link it so you can watch it and then you'll know. So about 2 months ago or so, I bought Piggy a new stroller, and it was for the trip to Kansas for the 4th of July and all of that stuff. So I bought her this stroller, and it's like Pals and Paws or Paws and Pals or something is the brand. Anyway, so a couple weeks ago, I took Piggy to the softball game, and game was over. We were leaving, so I had her in her stroller. I was pushing her to my car, and all of a sudden, I hear Velcro undo, and then Piggy is like losing her mind, and she's thrashing around and like making this whole scene, whatever. So I stop, lock the wheels on it, and I go to the front of the stroller, and she's literally falling through the stroller at this point. So I kind of get her all situated and everything. What had happened was the bottom of the stroller. So there's the compartment where she actually is. There's a floor part where she stands on, and that floor part broke in half. So basically, she fell through her stroller. So yeah, that stroller sucks. Sorry. I mean, sorry, not sorry. But anyway, so that shoulder's broken. I had a couple things wrong with it before that. So there's kind of just like this whole, it was just a whole bad situation. Oh, I got a new Piggy mug. I feel like I'm gonna name this segment like Spill the Tea. And I'll just like be drinking tea while we're talking about it. Like, oh, so sophisticated. But I'm also drinking tea because it's like 10 o'clock at night and I have to work tomorrow. But anyway, there was a couple things that were originally wrong with the stroller from the get-go. From the moment I put it together, problems. So the first problem that I had, which I knew I was going to have because that's a lot of the reviews said that the front wheel was wonky. So I kind of knew that that was going to be a problem. So the front wheel did not rotate. If I was pushing her or anything like that, it would get, so it goes straight, it would get stuck on its side and then just start to like crank over. Like it would try to like almost look like it was gonna snap off. So that was the problem. I would always have to like go around to the front and like kick the wheel for it to turn so I could go straight. So that was a big problem. I had a problem with a couple of like the zippers, and not necessarily that the zippers were the problem itself, but it was hard to get Piggy in the stroller and zip it up, and like, because they all come undone, and there's this whole, it's just been this whole thing. And then yeah, the final straw of it was basically it fell apart. She fell through the stroller. So I was super disappointed about it because I, once again, only had it for like 2 months. I've used it 5 times. That even seems high. Because I used it once when I was in Kansas. Used it for the softball game. I feel like I've used it at least a couple more times other than that. But yeah, didn't really, I used it the day that I built it or put it together or whatever. Oh yeah, the day that I built it and like put it together and like took Piggy out on a test run, the stupid hubcap for one of the back wheels came off, and I have no idea where it is. No idea. It's just gone. So that's, yeah, it was just, from the get-go, it was just, I knew it wasn't going to be a good situation, which kind of bums me out because I really did like the idea of the stroller, because it would, you would just turn the handle and then it would just collapse and you could put in your car. You know, you don't have to spend time like pulling on things and then twisting and doing all of these other things, and it was just very easy to like load up in the car. But yeah, it just snapped in half, and she's under the weight limit. That's what's really crazy to me, is she's for sure under the weight limit, and it snapped. See, because it's not because I'm a hog. It's not. I'm not a fat piggy. I'm just a healthy piggy. But yeah, so she's under the weight limit and everything else, and I was very disappointed with the stroller. So I contacted the place that I got it from. Their customer service was great. It had a year warranty thing on it. So I called them. I told them what happened. I spoke with a lovely gentleman. He was very nice, very understanding. He asked me if I wanted them to send me a replacement stroller. And I told him, I was like, you know, I mean, at this point, I don't feel comfortable putting her in that stroller anymore, because, like, I've had so many things go wrong with this stroller that it's like, I couldn't have found the only stroller that had everything possibly wrong with it. You know what I mean? So they gave me a full refund, which was nice. But I did want to kind of talk to you guys about it, because when I first started this channel, I talked about, come here, Piggy. I talked about how I am, just so you know, I'm not being weird. She is, oh gosh, laying here. So I'm just like scratching her belly. So I'm not weird. I'm just loving on the piggy. But when I first started this channel, I wanted to do things like this. I wanted to, you know, review things. I bought it with my own money, everything, you know, wasn't any type of, it was a free product and this is what I think kind of a thing. But yeah, so it's just kind of a review on that. I'll post pictures of the stroller and then kind of the stuff that I was talking about. So like the wheel, the bar that holds the front of that, I guess you would call it like the cage area of the stroller, was completely bent. I think it was bent when I got it, but it just slowly got more and more bent. So it's like, normally it's like the bar should be here on her, but it was like down here. And so it's just, that stroller was a piece of crap. And that sucks, because I really liked the idea of that stroller. I feel like it was just not a good one. But anyway, so I'm going to probably be ordering Piggy a new stroller. I am currently looking at a couple, and then I'm debating if I want to go ahead and just buy it now or if I want to wait, because it's Colorado and it's about to be winter time. So it's like, do I really want to buy a stroller for it to sit in my garage for the next 5 months kind of a thing? So that's where I'm currently at, but I'm looking at a couple different ones. I think I found the one that I want. It's for sure a different style. It doesn't have any type of like storage options in it. So it's basically just the place where Piggy would be, and then that's it. Like no cup holders, no undercarriage storage thing. So if I do decide to do that, then I'll have to get like a backpack or something, because you know, when I take her out, I usually bring other things with me, like snacks or her tie down or, you know, whatever, you know, just anything and everything. Yeah, so I'm looking at a couple different ones. If I do decide to buy one, I will do another video on me building it or putting it together, whatever you want to call it, and then like an honest review on that. But yeah, so that's what happened this weekend, or this last weekend. Yeah, and I asked him, I was like, do you guys need this to be sent back to you? Like, what is the return situation? And yeah, he was just like, no, you just throw it away. And I'm like, really? Like, you guys don't need the product back? And he was like, nope, just throw it away. So it's currently in my garage. I'm trying to decide how I'm going to properly dispose of the materials that it's made out of. If it's recyclable, stuff like that, kind of a thing. So yeah, that's currently where I'm at. Piggy is okay. She did kind of have a couple little scrapes and stuff from the stroller and it collapsing and everything else, but she's okay. Yeah, it was so bad because like we're in the middle of a park and she's screaming and I'm like basically like hoisting her up, running her to the car, putting her in the car, and then coming back to like get this junk stroller, throw it in my car, kind of a thing. And like everyone's just like looking because, you know, she's screaming, and it's just like, no, she's okay, like it's just stroller malfunction, it's fine. But anyway, she had fun at the game. But yeah, she's just living her best piggy little life, getting all kinds of love. Yeah, so I'll post some of the pictures of the stroller throughout the video if I haven't already. I'll put them in here now. Alright, so this is the stroller that I originally bought Piggy. So, problems. The front wheel always gets stuck like this, so then when I push it, it doesn't turn, which was to be expected. I mean, that was the major complaint on the review. So I put in a bunch of washers, or however you want to pronounce it, to like space it out, but yeah, it still kind of gets stuck. Another thing that happened is, so there's this metal bar here. It got completely bent out of shape. I tried to bend it back, but I mean, it was like, it's supposed to be like this, and it is like this. So the only time that it's like this, the way it's supposed to be, is when this whole thing is zipped up. So other than that, it was down here, but then I tried to bend it back a little bit, and yeah, it's just... But as of recently, so I took Piggy to the softball game that I posted the video about. Since then, this part is now broken. So she can't even sit in this anymore. This is just broken. Like, look at it. Totally broken. And she's under the weight limit. So, do not buy this stroller. Not a good purchase. Oh, and the first day that I had it, the goddamn hubcap thing came off, and it's gone. It's nowhere to be found. And another bad thing about it is it's all zippers. So like you have your animal in here, and you're trying to like get them in there, and you have to like take the time to zip this up. By then your animal's probably already jumped out or whatever. But yeah, so Piggy fell through this. Like, this whole thing came unvelcroed. She was in there, and yeah, she fell through it. Not a good purchase. But now you can kind of see what I'm talking about. And what sucks is like I really tried hard to make the stroller work. So like I knew about the front wheel, so I like took it apart and put more washers, the little metal with a hole, like donut looking thing that's like to provide space. So I put a bunch of those in the wheel to like get it to be able to like turn and things like that. And I mean, it kind of helped, but not really. So I tried to make it work. I really did, because I really just wanted it to work. And so anyway, it just wasn't heavy duty enough. Wasn't a good enough product for my piggy babies. But anyway, so that's this week's video. But see, my pig is in the video. She's right here. She's right here, guys. She's right here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, babies. So now, it's a legitimate pig video, so, because she's in it. But anyway, thanks for watching. Say bye, Piggy. Say goodbye, YouTube.